நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கு எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவா டி-ஷர்ட் ட்ராக் பேண்ட்ல மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ற ஒரு யூனிட் தாங்க இப்ப நம்ம வந்திருக்கோம். ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கான மேனுஃபேக்சர் தாங்க நம்ம யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர். இவங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களோட டீமுக்கான குரூப் ஜெர்சி, டீம் ஜெர்சி, கிரிக்கெட் ஒயிட், சப்ளிமேஷன் ஜெர்சின்னு எந்த ஆர்டர் நீங்க கொடுத்தாலும் சரி இவங்களோட இன் யூனிட்ல இருக்க ஃபேப்ரிக் எடுத்து நீங்க கொடுக்குற கஸ்டமைஸ்டு டிசைன்ல உங்க டீம் நேம்ல உங்க பிராண்ட் நேம்ல இவங்களோட கார்மெண்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்க இவங்களோட பிரிண்டிங் டெக்னாலஜி மூலமா பிரிண்டிங் பண்ணி கட்டிங் பண்ணி ஸ்டிச்சிங் ஒர்க் எல்லாமே முடிச்சு அயனிங் பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு 2 to 3 டேஸ்ல டெலிவரியே கொடுத்துறாங்க. தமிழ்நாடு முழுக்க நீங்க எங்க இருந்தாலும் சரி இவங்களோட கான்டாக்ட் நம்பர் ஸ்கிரீன்ல கொடுத்துருக்கேன். உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணி உங்களோட டீமுக்கான ஜெர்சியை உடனே நீங்க ஆர்டர் பண்ணிக்கலாங்க. இவங்க நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல PN ரோட்ல கரெக்டா நெசவாளர் காலனில இந்த பெட்ரோல் பங்க்ல மெயின் ரோட்ல லெஃப்ட் திரும்பி அகைன் லெஃப்ட் திரும்பினோம்னா ரைட்ல லொகேட் இருக்கவங்க தாங்க இந்த யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர் அண்ட் ஃபினிஷர்ஸ். நீங்க லோக்கல்ல இருக்கீங்க நேர்ல வந்து ஆர்டர் கொடுக்கறனால ஆர்டர் கொடுத்துக்கலாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி அப்டேட்டுக்கு நம்ம திருப்பூர் பசங்க இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் பேஜ்க்கு ஒரு ஃபாலோ பட்டனை தட்டி விட்டுருங்க.
Audio checking.
இந்த கார்னர்ல நின்னுங்க. மகேஷ் பக்கத்துல நின்னுங்க. வாய்ஸ் கேக்குதா? சந்தோஷ். உள்ள வாடா. சீ.
Audio okay இல்ல? Audio okay.
ப்ரோ இப்படி வாங்க ப்ரோ. ஒட்டி இருக்குங்க நீங்கள் கொடுத்துட்டு இங்கே நின்றுங்க நாங்கள் அந்த ஃப்ரேம் வெளியே போயிடும் ஒட்டி நிற்கணும். ஆமாம் அதுதான் ஃப்ரேம் வெளியே போயிடாத.
நான் இப்போ சும்மா பேசுகிறேன். சபிக் ஆடியோ கேட்குதான்னு மட்டும் சொல்லுங்க. சபிக் ஆடியோ கேட்குதா?
பேசு. நீங்கள் மகேஷ் பக்கத்தில் ஒட்டிங்க. சந்தோஷம் வேகமாக பண்ணுங்க.
என்னவா ப்ரோ ஆடியோ ஓகேவாமா?
அனீஷ் வீல் சேர் கிரிக்கெட் இந்தியன் வீல் சேர் கேப்டன் இந்த பக்கம் காயின் எடுத்துட்டீங்களா? இந்த பக்கம்
தருவாங்க இருக்குல்ல காயினுங்க.
ஆமாண்ணா உங்களுக்கு
Happy good morning, gentlemen and ladies. It's a special day, June 25, 2025. It's 42 years of winning 1980 World Cup for Indian cricket team that transformed the way how cricket was watched. And today we are here for the qualifier of TNPCL Tamil. Left, I have Mr. Mahesh, treasurer of TNPCCA, Mr. PCCA, and Mr. Anish, coach Indian wheelchair cricket team. The two teams are going to face off each other. Is the table toppers Ariyalur are going to face off the hometown heroes Trichy, who are at the second position at the points table. There is one more chance, but winning this game give an upper edge to go back to straight away to the final. Mr. Anish, wheelchair cricket team coach, Indian cricket team coach, will spin the coin. Heads is the call from Santosh, and heads it is.
So choose to bowl first.
ஸோ இது வந்து ஒரு டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டான விக்கெட்டு. லீக் மேட்ச்சில் விளையாடின விக்கெட் வேறு, இது வேறு. இந்த விக்கெட்டை பற்றின உங்களோட அப்சர்வேஷன் என்ன? எதனால் பவுல் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சூஸ் பண்ணீங்க?
சார் விக்கெட் கொஞ்சம் ஈரமாக இருக்குது, அதனால் பவுலிங் சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுறதுனால பவுல் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எடுத்துருக்கோம்.
ஓகே, ஸோ அகெயின் கோயிங் ஃபார்வர்ட் முதல் யூஸ் பண்ண பிச் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 4 ஆக இன்னும் பெட்டர் ஆச்சு. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பேட்டர்ஸ் இன்னும் நல்லா பண்ணாங்க. ஸோ இந்த விக்கெட்டில் டைம் ப்ரொசீட் ஆக சேஞ்ச் இருக்குமா? ஏன்னா 2 பேஸாக தெரிகிற மாதிரியும் இருக்குது. ஸோ பவுலிங் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வில் பி ஒர்க்கிங்.
ஓகே சார்.
ஆல் தி பெஸ்ட் சந்தோஷ்.
தேங்க்யூ சார்.
ஆனால் நீங்கள் டாஸ் பண்ணி தான் என்ன பண்ணியிருப்பீங்க?
நானும் பவுலிங் போவேன்.
ஓகே சார். ஸோ நவ் யூ பேட்டிங் ஃபர்ஸ்ட். அகைன் கொஞ்சம் டாம்பியாக இருக்குது அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி சந்தோஷ் சொன்னாங்க. ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பேட்டிங்கில் என்ன நம்பர் வந்து டிபெண்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு பெட்டராக இருக்கும்?
140 டிபெண்ட் பண்ணிடலாம்.
ஓகே 140. ஆல் தி பெஸ்ட்.
தேங்க்யூ.
Thank you so much. So that's the news from the center. It's qualifier 1 as Ariyalur have won the toss and they have decided to bowl first. அது முடி பரவாயில்ல.
நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கு எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவா டி-ஷர்ட், ட்ராக் பேண்ட்லாம் மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ற ஒரு யூனிட் தாங்க இப்ப நம்ம வந்திருக்கோம். ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கான மேனுஃபேக்சர் தாங்க நம்ம யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர். இவங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களோட டீமுக்கான குரூப் ஜெர்சி, டீம் ஜெர்சி, கிரிக்கெட் ஒயிட், சப்ளிமேஷன் ஜெர்சின்னு எந்த ஆர்டர் நீங்க கொடுத்தாலும் சரி, இவங்களோட இன் யூனிட்ல இருக்க ஃபேப்ரிக் எடுத்து நீங்க கொடுக்குற கஸ்டமைஸ்டு டிசைன்ல உங்க டீம் நேம்ல, உங்க பிராண்ட் நேம்ல, இவங்களோட கார்மெண்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்க இவங்களோட பிரிண்டிங் டெக்னாலஜி மூலமா பிரிண்டிங் பண்ணி, கட்டிங் பண்ணி, ஸ்டிச்சிங் ஒர்க் எல்லாமே முடிச்சு அயனிங் பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு 2 to 3 டேஸ்ல டெலிவரியே கொடுத்துறாங்க. தமிழ்நாடு முழுக்க நீங்க எங்க இருந்தாலும் சரி, உங்களோட கான்டாக்ட் நம்பர் ஸ்கிரீன்ல கொடுத்துருக்கேன். உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணி உங்களோட டீமுக்கான ஜெர்சியை உடனே நீங்க ஆர்டர் பண்ணிக்கலாங்க. இவங்க நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல PN ரோட்ல கரெக்டா நெசவாளர் காலனில இந்த பெட்ரோல் பங்க்ல மெயின் ரோட்ல லெஃப்ட் திரும்பி அகைன் லெஃப்ட் திரும்பினோம்னா ரைட்ல லொகேட்டா இருக்கவங்க தாங்க இந்த யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர் அண்ட் ஃபினிஷர்ஸ். நீங்க லோக்கல்ல இருக்கீங்க, நேர்ல வந்து ஆர்டர் கொடுக்கறனால ஆர்டர் கொடுத்துக்கலாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி அப்டேட்டுக்கு நம்ம திருப்பூர் பசங்க இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் பேஜ்க்கு ஒரு ஃபாலோ பட்டனை தட்டி விட்டுருங்க. நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கு எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவா டி-ஷர்ட் ட்ராக் பேண்ட்ல மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ற ஒரு யூனிட் தாங்க இப்ப நம்ம வந்திருக்கோம். ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கான மேனுஃபேக்சர் தாங்க நம்ம யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர். இவங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களோட டீமுக்கான குரூப் ஜெர்சி, டீம் ஜெர்சி, கிரிக்கெட் ஒயிட், சப்ளிமேஷன் ஜெர்சின்னு எந்த ஆர்டர் நீங்க கொடுத்தாலும் சரி இவங்களோட இன் யூனிட்ல இருக்க ஃபேப்ரிக் எடுத்து நீங்க கொடுக்குற கஸ்டமைஸ்டு டிசைன்ல உங்க டீம் நேம்ல உங்க பிராண்ட் நேம்ல இவங்களோட கார்மெண்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்க இவங்களோட பிரிண்டிங் டெக்னாலஜி மூலமா பிரிண்டிங் பண்ணி கட்டிங் பண்ணி ஸ்டிச்சிங் ஒர்க் எல்லாமே முடிச்சு அயனிங் பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு 2 to 3 டேஸ்ல டெலிவரியே கொடுத்துறாங்க. தமிழ்நாடு முழுக்க நீங்க எங்க இருந்தாலும் சரி இவங்களோட கான்டாக்ட் நம்பர் ஸ்கிரீன்ல கொடுத்துருக்கேன். உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணி உங்களோட டீமுக்கான ஜெர்சியை உடனே நீங்க ஆர்டர் பண்ணிக்கலாங்க. இவங்க நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல பிஎன் ரோட்ல கரெக்டா நெசவாளர் காலனில இந்த பெட்ரோல் பங்க்ல மெயின் ரோட்ல லெஃப்ட் திரும்பி அகைன் லெஃப்ட் திரும்பினோம்னா ரைட்ல லொகேட்டா இருக்கவங்க தாங்க இந்த யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர் அண்ட் பினிஷர்ஸ். நீங்க லோக்கல்ல இருக்கீங்க, நேர்ல வந்து ஆர்டர் கொடுக்கறனாலும் ஆர்டர் கொடுத்துக்கலாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி அப்டேட்டுக்கு நம்ம திருப்பூர் பசங்க இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் பேஜ்க்கு ஒரு ஃபாலோ பட்டனை தட்டி விட்டுருங்க. நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கு எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவா டி-ஷர்ட் ட்ராக் பேண்ட்ல மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ற ஒரு யூனிட் தாங்க இப்ப நம்ம வந்திருக்கோம். ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கான மேனுஃபேக்சர் தாங்க நம்ம யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர். இவங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களோட டீமுக்கான குரூப் ஜெர்சி, டீம் ஜெர்சி, கிரிக்கெட் ஒயிட், சப்ளிமேஷன் ஜெர்சின்னு எந்த ஆர்டர் நீங்க கொடுத்தாலும் சரி இவங்களோட இன் யூனிட்ல இருக்க ஃபேப்ரிக் எடுத்து நீங்க கொடுக்குற கஸ்டமைஸ்டு டிசைன்ல உங்க டீம் நேம்ல உங்க பிராண்ட் நேம்ல இவங்களோட கார்மெண்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்க இவங்களோட பிரிண்டிங் டெக்னாலஜி மூலமா பிரிண்டிங் பண்ணி கட்டிங் பண்ணி ஸ்டிச்சிங் ஒர்க் எல்லாமே முடிச்சு அயனிங் பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு 2 to 3 டேஸ்ல டெலிவரியே கொடுத்துறாங்க. தமிழ்நாடு முழுக்க நீங்க எங்க இருந்தாலும் சரி இவங்களோட கான்டாக்ட் நம்பர் ஸ்கிரீன்ல கொடுத்துருக்கேன். உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணி உங்களோட டீமுக்கான ஜெர்சியை உடனே நீங்க ஆர்டர் பண்ணிக்கலாங்க. இவங்க நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல பிஎன் ரோட்ல கரெக்டா நெசவாளர் காலனில இந்த பெட்ரோல் பங்க்ல மெயின் ரோட்ல லெஃப்ட் திரும்பி அகைன் லெஃப்ட் திரும்பினோம்னா ரைட்ல லொகேட்டா இருக்கவங்க தாங்க இந்த யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர் அண்ட் பினிஷர்ஸ். நீங்க லோக்கல்ல இருக்கீங்க, நேர்ல வந்து ஆர்டர் கொடுக்கறனாலும் ஆர்டர் கொடுத்துக்கலாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி அப்டேட்டுக்கு நம்ம திருப்பூர் பசங்க இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் பேஜ்க்கு ஒரு ஃபாலோ பட்டனை தட்டி விட்டுருங்க. நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கு எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவா டி-ஷர்ட் ட்ராக் பேண்ட்லாம் மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ற ஒரு யூனிட் தாங்க இப்ப நம்ம வந்திருக்கோம். ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கான மேனுஃபேக்சர் தாங்க நம்ம யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர். இவங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களோட டீமுக்கான குரூப் ஜெர்சி, டீம் ஜெர்சி, கிரிக்கெட் ஒயிட், சப்ளிமேஷன் ஜெர்சின்னு எந்த ஆர்டர் நீங்க கொடுத்தாலும் சரி இவங்களோட இன் யூனிட்ல இருக்க ஃபேப்ரிக் எடுத்து நீங்க கொடுக்குற கஸ்டமைஸ்டு டிசைன்ல உங்க டீம் நேம்ல, உங்க பிராண்ட் நேம்ல இவங்களோட கார்மெண்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்க இவங்களோட பிரிண்டிங் டெக்னாலஜி மூலமா பிரிண்டிங் பண்ணி, கட்டிங் பண்ணி, ஸ்டிச்சிங் ஒர்க் எல்லாமே முடிச்சு அயனிங் பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு 2 to 3 டேஸ்ல டெலிவரியே கொடுத்துறாங்க. தமிழ்நாடு முழுக்க நீங்க எங்க இருந்தாலும் சரி இவங்களோட கான்டாக்ட் நம்பர் ஸ்கிரீன்ல கொடுத்துருக்கேன். உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணி உங்களோட டீமுக்கான ஜெர்சியை உடனே நீங்க ஆர்டர் பண்ணிக்கலாங்க. இவங்க நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல பிஎன் ரோட்ல கரெக்டா நெசவாளர் காலனில இந்த பெட்ரோல் பங்க்ல மெயின் ரோட்ல லெஃப்ட் திரும்பி அகைன் லெஃப்ட் திரும்பினோம்னா ரைட்ல லொகேட்டா இருக்கவங்க தாங்க இந்த யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர் அண்ட் ஃபினிஷர்ஸ். நீங்க லோக்கல்ல இருக்கீங்க, நேர்ல வந்து ஆர்டர் கொடுக்கறனாலும் ஆர்டர் கொடுத்துக்கலாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி அப்டேட்டுக்கு நம்ம திருப்பூர் பசங்க இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் பேஜ்க்கு ஒரு ஃபாலோ பட்டனை தட்டி விட்டுருங்க.
As it begins slowly, the qualifier won the big stage. As Adilur have won the toss, decided to bowl first. Surprising to see a different change with bowling, with Muttarasu beginning off things with the new ball. We've never seen him coming with the new ball in the power play in the league phase. And we've seen Gopinath and Santosh Kumar shuffle up together, but this is a different pitch condition which equalizes the boundary ropes. Especially at the pavilion in this end particularly, you could get offside a little bit of sharp boundaries comparing to the leg side. Though this has a conventional distance, it's a regular distance, but leg side is a huge distance where you could almost reach 80 meters to go reach the boundary ropes. It will be better for the batters to play at the leg side, for the right hand batters, and the bowlers bowling at the railway track end. Now it is pavilion, and so the other end is going to be exciting to play on the leg side, to play attacking cricket. So that the end which is going to be out there for the 20th over too. Quite good under control with Gully in position, Arun Kumar standing at Gully. And third man, but surprising to see Gopinath not beginning things. Muttarasu is an equally capable bowler, but I thought they've defined their roles in the team with a few bowlers being at the new ball bowlers, where Santosh Kumar and Gopinath will be taking up that responsibility, whereas Muttarasu was conventionally seen as a death bowler. But this is a different change in the approach as he is being preceded as the new ball bowler today. Strong shouts and the fingers are going up, and the decision was working well for them. Getting the early breakthrough right in the first over as Thiago the batter being dismissed. With a straight out delivery invading the stumps as Thiago tried to flick it away, but couldn't get the connection that he is looking for. This was that delivery, straight away invaded. Muttarasu is such a straightforward cricketer, tried to invade the stumps. It worked well for them. Thiago walks back to the pavilion without scoring. Three for one with one more to complete. Good that they get this dominance. But whereas MS Shiva was back into the side, you've seen him not playing in the last game when they faced off Kowe Thunders. It was a tremendous journey for the home side. The Trichy Rockford Riders winning in against Kanjipuram in a humongous way and losing out the second game straight away to the same side. So when they both faced in the league phase, it was Arielur who had the dominance, but they have batted first in that league phase. That's most crucial. But it's a different wicket, different condition altogether, as both the sides preferred to bowl first. That is going to be an upper edge, and I had a chance to chat with Senthil Kumar that we've been discussing a lot about him not coming early on to bat on. Even in the match against Kovai Thunders, we've seen him not coming to bat, but letting other batters to get the opportunity, especially the batters like Harish, Vignesh and Sai have batted really well yesterday. That's 4 for 1 after 1 over. Well, Santosh Kumar with the ball as Gopinath and Santosh Kumar having a chat with each other. We'll be expecting Gopinath to come in the middle of the over, one of the finest fielders of the side. But now with this man being a fantastic player out there for Tamil Nadu as well as India, but now as a skipper with extra responsibilities, that will surely add a lot more pressure. Didn't saw him in the full rhythm so far in this tournament. He's having such high potentials. Starting off with inviting the batter to go for the cover drive. Vignesh, the new batter, who scored 71 in the previous game, which is the highest individual score by a batter in TNPCL. While having the chat with Senthil Kumar, he was pretty sure that he's intending to give more chance to the youngsters. That's one of those reasons why Harish was promoted up the order yesterday. Though that was a do-or-die game, they're given such opportunities to young cricketers, as he played a lot of cricket over the course of the years, both for national side as well as Tamil Nadu. He's been one of the finest batters out there with kind of maturity that he applies in the game, along with Sunmaker as a delightful batting combo. The kish outside edge. So this is the right approach on giving more chance to young cricketers. More of these kind of tournaments are being introduced to give chances to young cricketers, as well as to gain some recognition in para cricket. As we've seen the kind of hard work put into these games, we've seen the numbers being maintained. Batters are scoring 60s and 70s, bowlers were doing well. Bowlers like SPJ, Suresh have did tremendous job out there with the ball. So there is entertainment, there is quality and there is performance. And all they need is the recognition. Through the covers in the air, and no chance for Gopinath. One of the finest fielder couldn't stop that going for boundary then. It's short boundary, proper connection from MS Shiva. It's a full island delivery bowled by Santosh Kumar. Not something you gotta bowl to batters like MS Shiva who will be expecting such kind of deliveries to be bowled. And he's taking that with care. And even while speaking about Santosh Kumar in previous days' game, we spoke a lot about his ability to pull out things once he's conceded a boundary. That is this. The best ball of Santosh Kumar exists once he bowls the next delivery after boundary. That's a natural ego of a fast bowler. Once you score a boundary against a fast bowler, that triggers the ego genuinely, and they'll come back with even much better delivery. For some cricketers, it may turn out to be emotional outburst, but for him, it is the confidence. It is the brand of cricket he used to play. When he gets emotional, he'll deliver something best out of his performance. But so far in this tournament, we've seen him being put under pressure, especially against Kanchipuram invaders, where those openers, Raja and Dinesh, have put all the bowlers of Arielur under pressure, especially Santosh Kumar and Raj Mahesh Pillai, have conceded a lot more runs in the previous game. But this will turn out to be dangerous. If MS Shiva continues out to bat for next 5 to 6 overs, then the run rate will surely boost up. We didn't saw much of conclusive performance from him so far. He was struggling, he was scoring a few boundaries here and there. But we didn't saw the best out of MS Shiva came out so far in this tournament. But this is a huge game. He might be pulling off things for the side. Swing and a miss. Much better delivery. That's what we've been speaking about. Once you score a boundary, be prepared for a tremendous one from Santosh Kumar. Couple of dot balls, a single and a boundary. Turns out to be a decent over. Still slips in position, expecting that the batter could get some thickish outside edge. The more you bowl fuller, the more MS Shiva could get comfortable. It's not about the footwork. When you have pace, he can easily reach out to the line and length of the ball without stretching himself forward. Much better stroke making as it beats up the fielder. Good stop. As Kishore saves a couple of runs for his side. Turns out just as a single. 3 runs saved over that. Single to end the over. That 6 runs coming off the over. 10 for 1. Ten for 1. As Muttarasu continues out to bowl from the pavilion in. Both MS Shiva and Vignesh C are trying to get things under control. Been a different lens altogether from Santosh Kumar and Muttarasu. Conventionally a different approach, having some chat with Raj Mahesh Pillai. Experienced campaigner. Onto the thighs of the batter. But this is going to be a tricky one for MS Shiva, as Muttarasu will bowl into his region. But still you gotta be a bit careful with the likes of Rohit Sharma being good at pull shot and losing more wickets to pull shot. The strong zone of a batter might turn out to be the loophole for the bowling unit. Walks away. Good one from Muttarasu. Strong shouts, but couldn't convince the on-field umpire, as he is taking some time to have a chat with the leg umpire. But everyone were confident on that. Either it may be Sunmaker, it may be Muttarasu. There have been some sound that disturbed and the batter reached out the ball, but MS Shiva looks out to be cool and composed, as he was pretty sure that it didn't hit the ball. Catch things under control. Still a couple of dot balls. The more you get dot balls against such batters, they were busy campaigners, will try to go for runs every ball they face. And with that intention to go for the big shot, you're losing out the delivery, you're getting beaten up. That adds up a pressure, and the batters will turn up taking some wrong decision. Wider third man and long off in position for MS Shiva. Good stop from Raj Mahesh Pillai, as that turns out to be another dot ball. These were all desperate approaches from the batters. When you keenly look at the way how MS Shiva is approaching each and every delivery, swing and a miss. That's the only thing happening. He tried to step out, he tried to stay calm, he tried to just flatly swing over the ball. It's better to have some chat with the non-striker when things are not going good, as it's going out of your control. It's better to preserve your potential for the next over When the secondary bowler comes in, strong shouts turning down the leg, says the umpire. This is much better. That gives strike back to Vignesh. In fact, end of an over, he'll be keeping the strike back for the next over. 3 overs completed, 11 for 1. A spectacular venue out there to watch the game of cricket. We've been watching past 2 days of cricketing actions here. The pitch condition was good. It's still good. It's been supporting the fast bowlers well, but also something for the batters to gain. A wonderful maintenance of the ground. Spectacular venue out there at the center of Tamil Nadu. At Trichy, where we are watching this game. That's the biggest speciality of Tamil Nadu. That's the biggest speciality of modern day cricket, where digitalization allows the rural cricketers, tier 2, tier 3 city cricketers to thrive something out there. Even in this para cricket, we could see cricketers coming out from different backdrops of Tamil Nadu. M.S. Shiva, who is from Theni district, and Santosh Kumar is from Ariyalur district. So different cricketers from different parts of Tamil Nadu. It's not just about the metro cities that provides cricketers. Much better one from Santosh Kumar continues out to bowl over there. As M.S. Shiva still looking out to be clueless on the lengths being bowled by Santosh Kumar. The pitch seems to be much better. As it gets a bit of extra bounce. Supports the fast bowler as well. Not having two-pace nature. Conventionally working well for the fast bowlers. Might get better as time flows, but not for a T20 game, which is a very low time to get the game completed. You need a day's game to get this pitch better. So for final, we could be watching something better that will help the spinners do well. 12 balls and just 6 runs. You could see the sign of desperation. He was not on his best right from the beginning of this tournament. That continues in Qualifier 1-2. We didn't reach out the climax so far. So M.S. Shiva could wait for a couple of minutes to get back to other bowlers so that he could go against them. There are a few spinners, Vivek and Tamil, who are doing well, and Raj Mahesh Pillai. These three were the pick of the bowlers for them, though they were medium paces and spinners, which would be much better for M.S. Shiva rather than going against express pace bowlers. Maybe after this over we could see a change of bowler, or at the last over of power play. That would be the right over for M.S. Shiva to lift up the gears. But as of now, it's just about rotating the strike and keep up the momentum going. Cuts it away, and there is a man in deep, and that is taken. Tremendous catch, that is at the deep point. They had the fielder, and they set the field positioning properly. That's the right ball being bowled. As he took the catch over there. Celebrations, smiling faces everywhere as the big fish is gone. M.S. Shiva trying to cut it away at the deep point direction. Good catch taken at the deep. That's 11 for 2. Trichy Rockfort Riders. Senthil Kumar, the new batter, straight away comes in at number 3. Comes down finally at the top order. In 3 league matches with 1 hit, came out to bat as the rest of the batters did well on that game. The other 2 games he came in as a number 4 or number 5 batter. But now today as number 4 batter one more time. As this is much must-win game and this is a tough situation for them. But he have to take up the responsibility. If Santosh Kumar eventually pick this wicket, that will be game-changing wicket for them. Oh, that's pretty close, sir. He's at his best, Santosh Kumar. As that turns out to be wicket maiden from Santosh Kumar, 11 for 2 after 4. Four gets completed, it's 11 for 2. With Muttarasu continuing out to bowl the third over. The intention is to get another wicket. Can they be able to pull this off? Well, that hides the biggest answer. On strike, Vignesh scored a 71 in the last game. As that gets thickish inside edge, the ball travels, but this time it's a longer boundary, yet it reaches the boundary ropes. First boundary for him, Vignesh, and that comes in style. Exceptional stroke making. Was a very long boundary. Look at the travel as it gets its own time to reach out the boundary ropes. $15 for 2. Getting on to strike. Vignesh C is not a busy batter, but he knows when to shift up the gears. He'll twist things by surprising the bowlers and control. That's the biggest speciality about him, Muttarasu. He'll also an opener. He opened Ariyalur 2 times. Was not satisfied with his performance, but will surely try to build something big today. As that is being expected on him. A new ball given to him that shows the kind of confidence the skipper is having on him. Punches through the covers. Beautiful shot one more time. And that's a misfield, unfortunately, as it eventually goes over the boundary ropes. Not something that will help them. Ariyalur, unfortunate. Not a regular day at work. It's been a back-of-limb delivery. The shot itself was crispy, but they had a sweeper cover in position. That didn't help them out. Look at that. These were costly errors and can never be accepted at this level of cricket. Slight a bit of disappointment over there. Through the covers. Much better one. Regularly stands at the covers. Raj Mahesh Pillai. Conventional fielder, conventional bowler. As I always used to say that some cricketers are not just known for skills and techniques. Some cricketers are known for their thought process on the field. I believe that the refreshment of thought process is something that improvises the game over a point of time. The new boy who got his debut on the second match of Ariyalur, Ranjit. A lot of expectation on him. Was given just one over. And there was a dropped opportunity on that 1 over as well. We could see him in action as time flows for Tamil Nadu to That's how Santosh Kumar have also made his debut at one point of time. And now he's a shining star. Catch was the call, but a miscommunication. But one more misfield. The ball is not landing onto the hands of Ariyalur fielders today. 20 for 2 it is after 5. Twenty for 2 it is. Quite good length over there from Santosh Kumar to bowl his third overs. 2 bowlers completing the entire power play. This is something new from Ariyalur. Though they got a couple of wickets, they're going to continue the wicket taking bowlers to bowl. That's why they've completed the third over of Muttarasu. Flicks over there. Much better one. The side view shows the style of batting from Senthil Kumar. But again, all they need is a good chat between each other. That's what Vignesh is doing. Good work. As a non-striker, you have to do this role as well. That's what meant to be something called as partnership. You have to be the right partner to guide when the other batter is under pressure. Senthil Kumar yet to get off the mark, facing a couple of dot balls. Now finally finds the aerial route. As Kishore chases down the ball, wasn't a better connection out there. Good stop from Kishore. As he tried to step out and go over the aerial route. I won't blame the shot selection, but that didn't got the middle of the blade. Reverse running from Kishore. Today is June 25, ladies and gentlemen. The day when India lifted up the trophy of 1983 World Cup. Strong shouts here as the fingers were going up. Look at the celebration and the energy. Senthil Kumar couldn't believe this. As he was not even looking at the umpire signals, he was staying still. That this appeal is baseless according to his point of view. But the moment Sandy appealed, the umpires have lifted up their fingers up. And even Sunmaker was looking animated with that appeal. Seems to be something got over there. That's end of Senthil Kumar. Walks back to the pavilion for just 2 runs. 23 for 3 it is. Trichy are under pressure. Raghava, the new batter, comes in at number 5. Under pressure, the side is they have to build the partnership right from here. 23 for 3 as the power play gets completed. Twenty-three for 3. Vivek, the new bowler, into the attack. Straight away moving to the spinner. Vivek was the pick of the bowler so far in this tournament for Ariyalur. 4 wickets for him along with Tamil and Raj Mahesh Pillai. Each got 4 wickets. That's the highest by an Ariyalur bowler.
நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கு எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவா டி-ஷர்ட் ட்ராக் பேண்ட்ல மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ற ஒரு யூனிட் தாங்க.
"24 for 3. As continues the bowl, Vivek with Raghav on strike. Will be much comfortable with the left-hander. Should have had the slips in position, as that seems to be catch appeal. And straight away spinners started dominating the game. This land specifically, South India have more of spinning tracks. Even Sri Lanka is having spin tracks, as the southern regions of India is having hot and humid conditions. This naturally allows the spinners to do well in tough conditions, especially with the dryness and the hardness of the surface, which allows the cracks to form, and that lets the spinners to extract extra turn and a little bit of slowness in the pace. That's why most of the grounds in Sri Lanka and Chennai Chepauk ground are considered to be one of the solid spinning tracks. And over a course of time, though there have been plenty of spinners being evolved in 1970s and 60s, where the international cricket was looking more of fast bowlers. West Indies had the Fab Four, England had more of destructive fast bowlers, and Pakistan were also keen in creating good fast bowlers. India was that one country who started adapting to spinners. Though the idea of spinners was there in international standards, India have used spinners to win matches. That's where the approach of viewing spinners have changed. I'll continue speaking about that. To mention a few names, there are spinners like Venkat Raghavan, Chandrasekhar, Tushan Singh Bedi. A lot to mention. These spinners have won matches for Team India. And then India started adapting to much on spinners until Virat Kohli came in to show a different approach of Indian cricket. That's quite go running between the wickets. Seems like it was not touching anywhere to Raghava. In fact, there was this story that is said to be believed that Chepak was supposed to be a fast bowling track back in the times, and then when India started having more of spinners in control than the other countries, and also when West Indies or Australia comes in, you can never fight against their fast bowlers. So keeping these things in mind, and that's been placed onto the gap as it goes for boundary. Much better stroke making as the long off was standing wider. Boundary to end the 7th over, 33 for 3. Raj Mahesh Pillai into the attack, bowling from the railway track in. In the league phases, we've seen him bowling from the pavilion in, as that had shorter boundaries on the onside for the right-handed batters. He took that risk of bowling from that in. Now it's a similar story. Now it's pitch number 4 is being used. This makes railway track end to be easy for the right-handers to hit at the leg side. So he bowls from the railway track end now. For the first time in this tournament, he's bowling from this end. As we're arranging the fielders, short third man, backward point, sweeper cover. Good thing is the sweeper cover standing halfway. Typical T20 field positioning. Invaded onto the stump straight away. Speaking about the impact of spinners who have started dominating the game, there are two approaches that we spoke about in the previous over two. When the world-class cricket teams have started going good at the fast bowlers, you can't straight away approach that fast bowlers to ease and win. And that's when India started making pitches for spinner-friendly conditions, as they could have some upper edge against dominators like Australia, West Indies and England. Even Pakistan have always dominated India in bilateral series. The common thing among all these teams was the fast bowling quality back in 80s, 70s and 90s. There was this iconic series which happened in 1979, if I'm not wrong, when the West Indies travelled to India to play 4-match test series. That turned out to be explosive one, especially when the test match happened at Chennai. Back in the times, it was a fast bowler's paradise. Through the covers, there is a man in deep. Turns out just to be a single. As this is left-right combination, they have to work a lot more to reach things out. And we've been speaking about this 1979 test series between India and West Indies, where West Indies were the world dominators. That was the time when Sunil Gavaskar was turning out to be one of the world-class batters. India was securing themselves to be a successful side. But again, this requires a lot more impact from them, and that series showed the quality of fast bowling that Chennai have assisted. Since it is near the sea breeze, it naturally supported the fast bowlers to do well. In fact, that was 1975 when these things have happened. Andy Roberts from West Indies have picked up 7 wickets in day 1 itself, as all the batters have lost their wicket, with only Gundappa Vishwanath scoring 97 not out, leading up India to take a respectable total of 190. Irony is that India have eventually won that game, with Gundappa Vishwanath scoring 46 in the second innings also. Along with that, their bowlers have did really well. In that game, when you deeply look at the performances, Erapalli Prasanna have took up a 5-4 on his name. He was right arm off spinner. And in the second innings too, he picked up 4 wickets along with Bishan Singh Bedi picking 3 in both the innings. 3 each in both the innings. End of 8 overs, 37 for 3. Continues out 37 for 3. We've been speaking about the 1975 India versus West Indies series, where the test matches have happened in Kolkata, Bengaluru, Chennai and Delhi. As the Chennai test went on to be a win by difference of 100 runs. It happened in January, which was called as Pongal test. Had a huge crowd at Madras. Back then it was Madras. And that test match is one of those great examples on how a middle order batter should bat, as Gundappa Vishwanath single-handedly carried the burdens of the side in the first innings. And Erapalli Prasanna and Bishan Singh Bedi picked up wickets in both the innings. 8 wickets as for spinners and 7 wickets for spinners in second innings. That shows the different kind of approach from both the sides, with one team believing in fast bowler Andy Roberts and the other team believing in spinners like Erapalli Prasanna and Bishan Singh Bedi. Penalty, 5 runs have been given. We'll get you the details later, but as of now 5 runs have been added for penalty. Lucky one for Trichy. Hope he's okay. Vignesh got injured as he fell down straight away as it hit him. Good thing he's standing and jumping. He'll be alright soon. That is the biggest challenge of playing a cricket match. It was hitting his abdomen, if I'm not wrong. 42 for 3.
நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கு எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவா டி-ஷர்ட் ட்ராக் பேண்ட்ல மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ற ஒரு யூனிட் தாங்க இப்ப நம்ம வந்திருக்கோம். ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கான மேனுஃபேக்சர் தாங்க நம்ம யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர். இவங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களோட டீமுக்கான குரூப் ஜெர்சி, டீம் ஜெர்சி, கிரிக்கெட் ஒயிட், சப்ளிமேஷன் ஜெர்சின்னு எந்த ஆர்டர் நீங்க கொடுத்தாலும் சரி, இவங்களோட இன் யூனிட்ல இருக்க ஃபேப்ரிக் எடுத்து நீங்க கொடுக்குற கஸ்டமைஸ்டு டிசைன்ல உங்க டீம் நேம்ல, உங்க பிராண்ட் நேம்ல, இவங்களோட கார்மெண்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்க இவங்களோட பிரிண்டிங் டெக்னாலஜி மூலமா பிரிண்டிங் பண்ணி, கட்டிங் பண்ணி, ஸ்டிச்சிங் ஒர்க் எல்லாமே முடிச்சு அயனிங் பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு 2 to 3 daysல டெலிவரியே கொடுத்துறாங்க. தமிழ்நாடு முழுக்க நீங்க எங்க இருந்தாலும் சரி உங்களோட கான்டாக்ட் நம்பர் ஸ்கிரீன்ல கொடுத்துருக்கேன். உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணி உங்களோட டீமுக்கான ஜெர்சியை உடனே நீங்க ஆர்டர் பண்ணிக்கலாங்க. இவங்க நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல PN ரோட்ல கரெக்டா நெசவாளர் காலனில இந்த பெட்ரோல் பங்க்ல மெயின் ரோட்ல லெஃப்ட் திரும்பி அகைன் லெஃப்ட் திரும்பணும்னா ரைட்ல லொகேட்டா இருக்கவங்க தாங்க இந்த யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர் அண்ட் ஃபினிஷர்ஸ். நீங்க லோக்கல்ல இருக்கீங்க, நேர்ல வந்து ஆர்டர் கொடுக்கறனால ஆர்டர் கொடுத்துக்கலாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி அப்டேட்டுக்கு நம்ம திருப்பூர் பசங்க இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் பேஜ்க்கு ஒரு ஃபாலோ பட்டனை தட்டி விட்டுருங்க.
The penalty 5 runs was given as the ball was being rolled on the pitch, which as he's all right. Picks the gap and the placement looks out to be perfect. As it turns out to be quite good under control. Continues out to bowl Gopinath. That's his first over. This is, and that's how the journey have started in Indian cricket team. Once they started winning matches straight away, 1983 World Cup turned out to be something that needs to be cherished for more than generations. Almost half a century is going to get completed. Still, that is setting up the roots for whatever that is happening in Indian cricket team. Straight after winning 83 World Cup, the Kolkata Test, where Mohammad Azharuddin have made his debut in 1984. Clean ball as the stumps are flying off. Gopinath made it all. Breakthrough in his first over. As this one being bowled on as an Yorker, as Raghava tried to glide it through the mid-off region, but couldn't get the elevation that he is looking for. In fact, the plan was to play it on the onside, it seems. As that's 43 for 4, Raghava walks back to the pavilion. Getting things under control. As a new batter, Harish Yam tapping himself. Harish on strike. Vignesh lerke Harish aadaru. Dot ball to end the over. That's 9 completed, 43 for 4. .43 for 4 as Raj Mahesh Pillai bowls round the wicket. Beautiful batting that is. The shape in which Vignesh is batting is in form of his life. The rhythm that he gets with the bat flow, impressive to watch out for. Misfields have been a big issue yesterday. Few fielders have dropped few catches yesterday, and even today we've seen certain misfields going for boundary, but that must be kept in good control. Today long on being covered by Gopinath and Santosh Kumar, two solid fielders of the side in terms of long boundary fielding. As he's inviting the batters to go through the covers. Change of pace have also worked well for Raj Mahesh Pillai. Harish have batted really well. They posted 87 runs partnership Vignesh and Harish yesterday. Can they be able to pull the similar kind of impact today? This time as it hits the stumps. No, says the Raj Mahesh Pillai. As he wanted to write a different story altogether today. Harish lost his wicket without scoring. Let's take back a look at that. Jumps and plays. Bit of quickness on the condition. Little bit surprised Harish, but unfortunately that's his story coming to an end. 44 for 5. Ramesh, the new batter, that's straight away invading the stumps. Raj Mahesh Pillai is in a different form today. As this one got closer to the stumps, it's getting low kept. As the condition is not bouncing as I've expected. And that's why I mentioned it's a two-pace condition. And at some areas it's getting extra bounce, and at some areas it's low kepting. Swings, and that gets thickish inside edge. As it goes out to be misfield and reaches out the boundary ropes. First boundary for Ramesh, gets off the mark with that boundary. Bit of unlucky for Raj Mahesh Pillai. When you are in good rhythm, these kind of stuffs will happen. One to end the over. Catch was the call, but that's comfortably travelling through the covers and fielders converging together. Only that's a great save, in fact. I was about to give my verdict that it is a boundary, but that's a good save. 2 runs saved for that. This is how it happened. Ten gets completed, 50 for 5. Gopinath 1-1-1. A fancy number for him. Can he make them 2-2-2 in this over? Let's wait and watch. Getting himself ready. A new boots that he bought yesterday, which provides more energy, but Vignesh never gets carried on those things. That's much needed boundary at this point of time. A set batter is writing a different story to this game. Now it's about the set bowlers of Arielur versus this boy, Vignesh on screen, who's a great campaigner with the ball as well. He's a leg spinner, picked up a couple of wickets for Trichy in this tournament. Not just with the wicket column, he's also much of economical bowler, which sets rhythm for the other bowlers to pick wickets too. Smart cricket all round. And we've been speaking about 1983 World Cup and the aftermath of 1983 World Cup. As 1983 World Cup highlights, we've seen that movie that shows the kind of image that India had in cricketing fraternity before and after the victory of 1983 World Cup. But the aftermath must be spoken. Though they won the World Cup, that doesn't set the stage of this being a biggest cricket playing board in the world. To reach that level, it's at different stages altogether. The 1983 World Cup have inspired several generations, along with one being Mohammad Azharuddin, who made his debut by 1984, who started writing different story. A tall right-handed batter with lazy elegance, one of the finest batters to play back foot punches. And when you time travel the next 5 years, the great master blaster have made his debut, the god of cricket, who took cricket to the another level. But these are step-by-step process. Without 1983 World Cup, there is no inspiration for batters like Tendulkar that inspired him to be what he was during his times. And white ball cricket have started dominating the game. And eventually, there was this time in 1990s where the broadcast rights were given to Doordarshan, for which they have also paid to Doordarshan, BCCI. From that situation to the 1996 World Cup turning out to be one of the biggest marketing campaign that ever happened in India. That's when Pepsi came into the marketing combinations. There have been different brands like Wills have started involving. Before that, they just involved themselves with cinema. That was the time when they started focusing on cricket too. Cricket became marketing hub of India. The jersey sponsorship, the broadcast sponsorships, and with thousands of crores for everything. That's how the growth have happened step by step. There have been several names to be mentioned and several victories especially to be mentioned to speak about the growth of Indian cricket after 1983 World Cup. Good stuff from Gopinath. That's dot ball to end the over, 58 for 5. In fact, no ball given as free hit follows. Overstepped it seems. The story is not yet over. Vignesh gets a license with full freedom to go for anywhere. Change of pace that helps him to survive the free hit. Single to end the over. That's 11 gets completed, 60 for 5. Chases down the ball. Good save from Santosh Kumar as it saves 3 runs for the side. Raj Mahesh Pillai, who was furious with that run out throw, that didn't materialize to be a wicket. And to the body of Ramesh, couldn't go through over there. Whereas the familiarity of a game on a country defines the country on a different way. When you take back a look at the way how cricketers have designed Team India's way of journey, though it was a spinning track in India, most of the grounds are way more than spinning track. Those were flat tracks. So the batters have did well throughout the generations. The name I mentioned too, Mohammad Azharuddin, Sachin Tendulkar, Sourav Ganguly, Rahul Dravid, Yuvraj Singh, Virendra Sehwag, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Anil Kumble. Many of them were batters. Through the covers. And nobody's closer to the ball. Santosh Kumar is chasing down as it rolls over the boundary ropes. Another much needed boundary from Vignesh, as he seems to be unstoppable with his stroke makings. This was that beautiful positioning at the placement. Classical batter. He's the one who's there among the fortune and the fate of Ariyalur. But again, the batters have started defining the game right from the beginning of its growth. So there have been huge inspirations to those batters. Many wanted to become Sachin, many wanted to become Virat Kohli, and there have been plenty of batters out there in India. Even when you retire all the mainstream players, there is a huge crowd waiting out there to bat in such standards. That's the kind of potential India has in terms of batting. We could make India A, India B, India C, even India D will bat well, no doubt on that. But even when you take teams like Pakistan, they'll be having a couple of good fast bowlers that transforms generation by generation. You can't find such quality fast bowlers in Asia anywhere, but Pakistan will export such fast bowlers. That's because of one reason. The previous generation had many fast bowlers as heroes. Wasim Akram with being one big name, Imran Khan, who also later became the Prime Minister of the country, Waqar Yunis, Shoaib Akhtar obviously. Those generation have inspired the other generation that gave us Mohammad Irfan, that gave us Haris Rauf, that gave us many quality bowlers like Wahab Riaz, Mohammad Asif obviously. So that's how it gets completed. It's about the way how you inspire the next generation. That's what happened in India especially. Last ball of the over. That's high in the air, fielder under the ball. And that is taken unwanted risk at this point of time from Ramesh. That leads up to be a breakthrough here for Raj Mahesh Pillai. Wicket number 2 for him. And he'll be happy with that. This was that catch. And Tamil doesn't have to move much. All he have to do is to grab the catch, and he does it so. Ramesh walks back to the pavilion at 68 for 6. Tamil, the new bowler, into the attack. At 68 for 6 with Vignesh, the only batter, carries the hopes. There's a new batter, Sai, who's also a potential campaigner. Have all the capability to bat at the top of the order. Now at number 8 to serve his side. The shuffling of batting lineup have always been there constantly. With Trichy Rockford Riders, their main intention is to give opportunity to all the cricketers. Clean bowled as it hits the middle stumps. As the said batter is gone, this turns out to be the turning point of this innings. As Tamil came in and straight away brought in the breakthrough that they're looking for. Taking back a look at that dismissal. Had a good revolution as it pitches at the good length. Went into the back foot, Vignesh to cut it away. But didn't got the elevation that he is looking for. Disappointed Vignesh walks back to the pavilion. That's even a good innings from him, but couldn't continue it till the 20th over. 68 for 7. Continues to bowl Tamil. As Dharma, the new batter, came in and straight away slides it behind as it rolls over the boundary ropes. Gets off the mark with the boundary, Dharma. It was a long boundary on the onside. It took much time to travel to reach the boundary ropes. As the scoreboard moves to 72 for 7, got off the mark straight away. 72 for 7. Glides it to the deep skyleg region. 2 is the call. That transforms out to be 1. Now Sai, who came in as a new batter, who's from Telangana but signed himself as a TNPCL cricketer to find much more exciting opportunities to face his first ball. An interesting all-rounder to watch out for Sai. Onto the stump line. Beautiful delivery from Tamil that turns out to be just a single. Sometimes what happens is the thought process becoming so negative. When you see the wicket column moves to 7 as a new batter is coming in, automatically my mindset goes every ball as a wicket call. What happens if all the batters lost their wicket straight away in this over? It will become 74 for 10. But that mindset shouldn't be there for the batters. That's the biggest challenge of being a middle order batter. That's what Mahendra Singh Dhoni done over the years. That's what Gundappa Vishwanath have done for Team India. Though the scoreboard is 75 for 7, you have to aim for something 130, which needs a solid thinking process that they did. As a batter, you have to do that. Though the momentum doesn't support you, though everything is against you, you have to play positive cricket. That's what they're trying to do. Both Sai and Dharma. You could see the number below. 4-1-1-1-1. No dot ball. 13 overs completed. 76 for 4. swings and misses out. Bowling round the wicket, Raj Mahesh Pillai. So far 2 for 20. He's been the pick of the bowler. Looking a little bit stressed and animated today. Big game pressure will always be there. And for him, no matter what, they have to win the game. He'll give his 100% to finish that. Beautiful footwork. Just going through the covers. That's why I mentioned he's the top order cricketer. Have also given some chances to bat up the order. But today, the batting order got a little bit shuffled as Sendil Kumar arrived earlier at number 4. Sai coming a bit late. But there is no need to worry about it. There is still 7 more overs left. If you could be able to bat for the next 7 overs and score some 30s or 40s, eventually the team will do better. Trichy. Good footwork has both the batters playing optimistic cricket. That's why I mentioned. Imagine you are a batter and you are getting triggered by the scorecard. Oh, it's 78 for 7. What happens if it becomes 78 for 8? Then you will automatically lose your wicket. Playing with positive cricket when the team was facing a crisis, it's a different skill altogether. And the one who masters the skill will surely lead the game. Slices it, couldn't get much control over there. As that turns out to be misfield, not the first time today. This happens for a while. A few fielders misfielded, led the ball to reach the boundary ropes. Dot balls converting into twos, twos converting into boundaries. Must be kept in control. That's 81 for 7 as of now. To end the over. 2 for 24 as of now. Raj Mahesh Pillai. Experienced camper, bringing his experience out there to find some rhythm to the side. Now changing his sides, bowling over the wicket to Sai. Much better one, as he is in desperation to bring another wicket before completing his spell. One more chance for that. 2 for 24, 3.5 overs. Can he make it 3 for 24? Or is it going to be something else? Single to end the over. 82 for 7. Continues up to bowl Tamil. Catches the call, and that's put down. It's the new boy, Ranjit, who made his debut in the match number 2 of Ariyalur. Unfortunately, he put it down. Things were getting a slight bit pressure, but good thing is they're still getting some opportunities to dismiss the batters. That is much better. Bowling medium pace Tamil. Usually a spinner is changing his angle straight away. It looks out to be a little bit surprised. ஐயா என்னையா நடக்குதுங்க அதேவா One more penalty out there. 5 runs for rolling down the ball over the pitch. Good work from the fielder. As they were trying to keep up the momentum. Cuts it away, beats the fielder comfortably and travels over the boundary ropes. This is the punishment here. Once you drop the catch, and things will go out of your control now. It's 92 for 7. Want to get things completed. Will be disappointed for that drop catch for sure. 93 for 7. Continues to bowl Vivek as it gets a bit of flight over there. Usually a good wicket taking bowler, but today it's getting a little bit delay from him. Steps out and goes over the long off. Couldn't get elevation that he is looking for. Will be just a single. Ranjit will surely be worrying for that. If he caught that catch, things would be slightly different from now. But since the catch got dropped, the intensity gets increased. 94 for 7 already. There is a huge possibility of them making it to 130s. That may be a competitive total. In toss, Sendil Kumar have mentioned 140 would be a fighting one. They could get closer to 140 if the breakthrough wasn't given by any bowlers right from here. 5 more overs in hands, and all they need is just 30 or 40 runs right from here. We just want to get things completed, as that turns out to be quite a bit of dot ball. At the long off, flatly travelling, and will be just a single. We just want to end the over. goes down as white ball. Just one more to get things completed. It's 97 for 7 as of now. Last ball of the over. Another white ball. Vivek is not in his best today, as things are going after the control. 30 runs partnership between Sai and Dharma. Much needed at this point of time. Dot ball to end the over. That's 98 for 7. Gets things under control. 1 for 14 Tamil. Goes over the bowlers. Good stroke making from Dharma. Doesn't add much values, but still every single run is important from here. Having 22 balls to be bowled right from here. Dharma wanted to have a chat with Sai. He's appealing Tamil. Just for fun, as sportsmanship will be highly prioritized in para cricket. Winning is important, but way more than that is the sportsmanship, which they focus a lot more. Swing and a miss. That's clean bowled. As it hits the middle stump, Sai tried to go for the slog sweep. A little bit of overhitting intent over there, as Tamil straight away flighted it with a little bit of quickness and revolution onto the stumps. As simple as it could get. 100 for 8 it is. Hundred for 8. As this turns out to be a couple of balls to get things completed. A cheeky attempt from Sendil, who's the new batter, comes in at number 10. Hundred up. 101 for 8. Right from here, it could be below 110 or it could be 130. There is a huge possibility. That's up to the hands of these two batters. Keeping one thing in mind, that this is qualifier 1. One big innings from any one batter could transform their future, could eventually promote them for the big finals. Swing and a miss. Couldn't get the connection that he's looking for. This is third wide of this over. Not a regular day at work for Tamil. Usually a good bowler. Bowls 6 balls at a stretch and finishes things like Jadeja. Dot ball to end the over. 103 for 8. $103 for 8. That's high in the air. Catch was the call. 3 fielders converging together. And they've put it down. With you or me confusion between Sunmaker and, if I'm not wrong, it's Arun Kumar. This is where the game gets out of their control. Drop catches and missing opportunities. Look at that. That's the punishment, as they'll be conceding a couple of runs on the board. I'll say 110-2 will be a competitive total right from here. We may not be sure about this condition. As you've seen, the openers have struggled to score runs early in this innings. That might also be the same case for Sunmaker or the rest of the batters of Ariyalur. That we gotta wait and watch. We've seen any individual batter doing well from Ariyalur for a big number. Only Sunmaker have scored a couple of 30s. But the rest of the batters have contributed well. Didn't play any big knock like Vignesh or Raja. So it's going to be a dramatic second half if the scoreboard moves to 110 or more. To end the over. That's high in the air. And that is taken. Soft dismissal this time from Vivek. Gets his first one. Senthil played a nothing shot over that. He was looking out to be clueless to play that shot. As that eventually went on to be the breakthrough. 107 for 9. Sheikh, the new batter, comes in at number 11. The last batter for the side. 107 for 9 it is. Swing and a miss. Got things in control. Onto the path straight away. Dot ball to end the over. 108 for 9. Goes over straight, and as it is the boundary row banner, and you could see the face of Tamil Nadu's Urban Development Minister, Mr. K. N. Nehru, who belongs to this city. He's been a long time member of DMK. He's one of those reasons on conducting this tournament, TNPCL. Thank you so much, sir. Gets the boundary, Dharma over there. These final runs are going to be something that's going to mean this final. Every run is going to be answered for the second innings, as Ariyalur must answer for whatever they do right from here. Run out opportunity. Seems the batter have reached out. 2 runs. That's pretty unfortunate. Leaking runs easily. Also, this is already 10 runs extra to Ariyalur. They should have stopped the batting side even much better. Few misfields that went on for boundaries and twos, and few drop catches went for singles. The scorecard must be 100 or 102 at this point of time, but it's 1-on-4 right now. That clearly shows the impact here. Clean bowled. Muttarasu puts a full stop to all these dramas, and that gets completed as Dharma's 25 runs coming to an end. 114 for 10 is the final total before completing the 20th over. Trichy, who have lost the toss, put on to bat first. We heard Sendil Kumar telling 140 would be a good score. That's tremendous, Muttarasu way. But it's a little less than that, but that is something to fight on for the second innings with the kind of quality that Trichy is having. 115 will be the target. With the bowling of Ariyalur, that should be spoken. Muttarasu 19 for 2, Santosh Kumar 9 for 2, Vivek 20 for 1, Rajmahesh Pillai only bowler completed entire spell 4 overs 24 for 2, Gopinath 11 for 1 and Tamil 19 for 2. All the 6 bowlers have did their job really well. In terms of batting, Vignesh C top scoring 36 one more time, saving his side, and Dharma's 25 at the end lit something up to fight on the second innings. Let's wait and watch what's going to happen.
நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கு எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவா டி-ஷர்ட் ட்ராக் பேண்ட்ல மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ற ஒரு யூனிட் தாங்க இப்ப நம்ம வந்திருக்கோம். ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கான மேனுஃபேக்சர் தாங்க நம்ம யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர். இவங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களோட டீமுக்கான குரூப் ஜெர்சி, டீம் ஜெர்சி, கிரிக்கெட் ஒயிட், சப்ளிமேஷன் ஜெர்சின்னு எந்த ஆர்டர் நீங்க கொடுத்தாலும் சரி, இவங்களோட இன் யூனிட்ல இருக்க ஃபேப்ரிக் எடுத்து நீங்க கொடுக்குற கஸ்டமைஸ்டு டிசைன்ல உங்க டீம் நேம்ல, உங்க பிராண்ட் நேம்ல, இவங்களோட கார்மெண்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்க இவங்களோட பிரிண்டிங் டெக்னாலஜி மூலமா பிரிண்டிங் பண்ணி, கட்டிங் பண்ணி, ஸ்டிச்சிங் ஒர்க் எல்லாமே முடிச்சு அயனிங் பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு 2 to 3 daysல டெலிவரியே கொடுத்துறாங்க. தமிழ்நாடு தமிழ்நாடு முழுக்க நீங்க எங்க இருந்தாலும் சரி உங்களோட கான்டாக்ட் நம்பர் ஸ்கிரீன்ல கொடுத்துருக்கேன். உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணி உங்களோட டீமுக்கான ஜெர்சியை உடனே நீங்க ஆர்டர் பண்ணிக்கலாங்க. இவங்க நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல பிஎன் ரோட்ல கரெக்டா நெசவாளர் காலனில இந்த பெட்ரோல் பங்க்ல மெயின் ரோட்ல லெஃப்ட் திரும்பி அகைன் லெஃப்ட் திரும்பணும்னா ரைட்ல லொகேட்டா இருக்கவங்க தாங்க இந்த யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர் அண்ட் பினிஷர்ஸ். நீங்க லோக்கல்ல இருக்கீங்க, நேர்ல வந்து ஆர்டர் கொடுக்கறனால ஆர்டர் கொடுத்துக்கலாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி அப்டேட்டுக்கு நம்ம திருப்பூர் பசங்க இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் பேஜ்க்கு ஒரு ஃபாலோ பட்டனை தட்டி விட்டுருங்க. கார்மெண்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்க இவங்களோட பிரிண்டிங் டெக்னாலஜி மூலமா பிரிண்டிங் பண்ணி கட்டிங் பண்ணி ஸ்டிச்சிங் ஒர்க் எல்லாமே முடிச்சு அயனிங் பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு 2 to 3 டேஸ்ல டெலிவரியே கொடுத்துறாங்க. தமிழ்நாடு முழுக்க நீங்க எங்க இருந்தாலும் சரி இவங்களோட கான்டாக்ட் நம்பர் ஸ்கிரீன்ல கொடுத்துருக்கேன். உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணி உங்களோட டீமுக்கான ஜெர்சியை உடனே நீங்க ஆர்டர் பண்ணிக்கலாங்க. இவங்க நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல பிஎன் ரோட்ல கரெக்டா நெசவாளர் காலனில இந்த பெட்ரோல் பங்க்ல மெயின் ரோட்ல லெஃப்ட் திரும்பி அகைன் லெஃப்ட் திரும்பினோம்னா ரைட்ல லொகேட்டா இருக்கவங்க தாங்க இந்த யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர் அண்ட் பினிஷர்ஸ். நீங்க லோக்கல்ல இருக்கீங்க நேர்ல வந்து ஆர்டர் கொடுக்கறனால ஆர்டர் கொடுத்துக்கலாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி அப்டேட்டுக்கு நம்ம திருப்பூர் பசங்க இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் பேஜ்க்கு ஒரு ஃபாலோ பட்டனை தட்டி விட்டுருங்க. நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கு எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவா டி-ஷர்ட் ட்ராக் பேண்ட்ல மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ற ஒரு யூனிட் தாங்க இப்ப நம்ம வந்திருக்கோம். ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கான மேனுஃபேக்சர் தாங்க நம்ம யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர். இவங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களோட டீமுக்கான குரூப் ஜெர்சி, டீம் ஜெர்சி, கிரிக்கெட் ஒயிட், சப்ளிமேஷன் ஜெர்சின்னு எந்த ஆர்டர் நீங்க கொடுத்தாலும் சரி இவங்களோட இன் யூனிட்ல இருக்க ஃபேப்ரிக் எடுத்து நீங்க கொடுக்குற கஸ்டமைஸ்டு டிசைன்ல உங்க டீம் நேம்ல உங்க பிராண்ட் நேம்ல இவங்களோட கார்மெண்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்க இவங்களோட பிரிண்டிங் டெக்னாலஜி மூலமா பிரிண்டிங் பண்ணி கட்டிங் பண்ணி ஸ்டிச்சிங் ஒர்க் எல்லாமே முடிச்சு அயனிங் பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு 2 to 3 டேஸ்ல டெலிவரியே கொடுத்துறாங்க. தமிழ்நாடு முழுக்க நீங்க எங்க இருந்தாலும் சரி இவங்களோட கான்டாக்ட் நம்பர் ஸ்கிரீன்ல கொடுத்துருக்கேன். உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணி உங்களோட டீமுக்கான ஜெர்சியை உடனே நீங்க ஆர்டர் பண்ணிக்கலாங்க. இவங்க நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல பிஎன் ரோட்ல கரெக்டா நெசவாளர் காலனில இந்த பெட்ரோல் பங்க்ல மெயின் ரோட்ல லெஃப்ட் திரும்பி அகைன் லெஃப்ட் திரும்பினோம்னா ரைட்ல லொகேட்டா இருக்கவங்க தாங்க இந்த யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர் அண்ட் பினிஷர்ஸ். நீங்க லோக்கல்ல இருக்கீங்க நேர்ல வந்து ஆர்டர் கொடுக்கறனால ஆர்டர் கொடுத்துக்கலாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி அப்டேட்டுக்கு நம்ம திருப்பூர் பசங்க இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் பேஜ்க்கு ஒரு ஃபாலோ பட்டனை தட்டி விட்டுருங்க. நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கு எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவா டி-ஷர்ட் ட்ராக் பேண்ட்லாம் மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ற ஒரு யூனிட் தாங்க இப்ப நம்ம வந்திருக்கோம். ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கான மேனுஃபேக்சர் தாங்க நம்ம யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர். இவங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களோட டீமுக்கான குரூப் ஜெர்சி, டீம் ஜெர்சி, கிரிக்கெட் ஒயிட், சப்ளிமேஷன் ஜெர்சின்னு எந்த ஆர்டர் நீங்க கொடுத்தாலும் சரி இவங்களோட இன் யூனிட்ல இருக்க ஃபேப்ரிக் எடுத்து நீங்க கொடுக்குற கஸ்டமைஸ்டு டிசைன்ல உங்க டீம் நேம்ல, உங்க பிராண்ட் நேம்ல இவங்களோட கார்மெண்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்க இவங்களோட பிரிண்டிங் டெக்னாலஜி மூலமா பிரிண்டிங் பண்ணி, கட்டிங் பண்ணி, ஸ்டிச்சிங் ஒர்க் எல்லாமே முடிச்சு அயனிங் பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு 2 to 3 டேஸ்ல டெலிவரியே கொடுத்துறாங்க. தமிழ்நாடு முழுக்க நீங்க எங்க இருந்தாலும் சரி இவங்களோட கான்டாக்ட் நம்பர் ஸ்கிரீன்ல கொடுத்துருக்கேன். உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணி உங்களோட டீமுக்கான ஜெர்சியை உடனே நீங்க ஆர்டர் பண்ணிக்கலாங்க. இவங்க நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல PN ரோட்ல கரெக்டா நெசவாளர் காலனில இந்த பெட்ரோல் பங்க்ல மெயின் ரோட்ல லெஃப்ட் திரும்பி அகைன் லெஃப்ட் திரும்பினோம்னா ரைட்ல லொகேட்டா இருக்கவங்க தாங்க இந்த யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர் அண்ட் ஃபினிஷர்ஸ். நீங்க
As the first ball gets a breakthrough and the big wicket is gone, Sunmaker, the key batter of the side, the one the team relays and most of the phases, is losing his wicket in the first ball of the game. Harish straight away nailed the Yorker to the stumps. That's a positive start to Trichy to begin things off. Huge strength here. This is like sometimes when you lose your key batter straight away in the first ball of the game, it's a different impact altogether. It could psychologically bother you. Sometimes it's about losing your backbone. Though there are few other batters could carry on this chase, this somewhat gives an upper edge to Trichy. This is how you have to focus on low target defense. That's been culture of T20 cricket in India. Especially the men in blue used to do that in a regular interval of time. Mumbai Indians have been a greatest example in defending low targets in big stages. Much better one. One more time he invaded the stumps, but Peter Surendra somehow balances himself to rotate the strike, gets up the mark with a single that brings Mutharisa on strike. A busy campaigner. I think I could hardly remember that speech of Kumar Sangakkara about the 2014 T20 World Cup when Navan Kolasekara and Lasith Malinga have bowled 24 balls, Yorkers one after the other. Keeping that in mind, sometimes you have to go with your strong zones. While looking at the way how Harish bowled so far in this tournament, whenever he didn't attack the stumps, the batters attacked him. So the biggest balance for him to go on to the stumps one after the other. Gets a bit of feather and there is a man in deep. Will just be a single. He's getting off the mark with that single, but the short selection of Mutharisa, I won't be surprised to see that happening, but he must be pretty careful. They've lost the opener. If they lose Mutharisa in the early phase of this game, that's going to be an added advantage for Trichy. Much better one. This is, as this is being bowled outside the off stump, you could see the sign of disappointment. MS Shiva was also expecting that to be a wicket. Was pretty close to the bat. Cheers all round the ground. Wasn't a great vibe altogether. Breezy weather. This is setting the tone for a proper low target defense. Which tempts the batters too sometimes. If things are not going well, they might throw their bats. Little excited. as it went away. Speaking about such bowlers in para cricket, the biggest advantage of playing para cricket is you'll be having different cricketers with different styles. There'll be strong zones, there'll be weak zones. You can play a lot more strategies with those strong zones and weak zones. There'll be cricketers who are good at bottom hand, there'll be cricketers who are good at top hand, cricketers without footwork. And Harish is an exception out of it. A top class athlete with quick pace and accuracy in control. He made his debut in the same city for Tamil Nadu. Good shot, and the placement looks out to be perfect. Playing some positive cricket around, Muttarasu swings his bat to mid-wicket region, and that earns them the first boundary of the innings. 7 for 1. Bit of bottom hand in control. Peter Surender is very good at running between the wickets. We've seen him doing that in yesterday's game also. Will be a crucial player in this chase, Peter Surender. It's not a huge target, it's a low target. So all you need is one batter staying till the 20th over and rest of the batters trying to play attacking cricket. You should not have this mindset of you need this target in 20 overs. If you had that mindset, that itself opens the gate for Trichy. Have this mindset, you need this target in just 15 overs. Don't let the bowlers to bowl another 30 balls so that they could get another wicket easily. The more they bowl, the more they could easily get the wicket. So let them bowl lesser overs. Let's try to finish things off in 12 to 15 overs. That mindset will surely help Arielu to do well. As Sai continues to bowl. Emma Shiva closer to the stumps. Muttarasu must be very careful with this. He's an excellent worker behind the stumps, especially when he stands closer to the stumps. One of the finest wicket keepers of para cricket. His eyesight is that cool. He'll watch the bat to his back foot, and the moment it lifts, he'll hit the stumps. Look at that. Look at that. Interesting contest to watch out for. Now what happens is Muttarasu will be focusing on the gaps. Now his mindset will transform. It shifts to MS Shiva, whether he's hitting the stumps or not, whether our back foot is landing or not. If he starts thinking about this, he'll forget about the gaps and certain things will lock his mind. Strong shouts. And that's why it all happens to be pressure. Though this is a go-to delivery for Muttarasu. Now what happens is he starts thinking about the wicketkeeper behind him. He's not thinking about how to score runs. He's not thinking about where are the gaps. It blocks his mindset and eventually blocks its shot selections too. This is a game plan that cricketers use to adopt. Sometimes they'll add a silly fielder, they'll add a slip fielder for no reason, just to confuse the batter. The kish outside, it's no slips in position for Sai. Should have kept on anyway. Still the wicket alert is there as Muttarasu is playing some conscious cricket out there. Single to end the over, that's 9 for 1. turning around over there, bowling round the wicket. Harish, in my preference, he could continue bowling over the wicket. That he's having better angle to attack the stumps while bowling over the wicket rather than bowling round the wicket. As while bowling round the wicket, you could eventually go out of your control. But they are taking the same weapon again. MS Shiva goes closer to the stumps. This is a huge threat for batters out there, especially for Muttarasu. You've seen him struggling to bat on in the previous over. One big reason is MS Shiva behind the stumps. The moment you lift your back lift, he'll do his job well. In the previous meetings also, he've done a couple of stumpings against Ariyalur. Confident stroke making as the outfield does the job well, goes through the boundary ropes. Positive cricket from Muttarasu. Despite of them losing their key batter early in the first over, trying to compensate something out there. Another beautiful shot. Good way of angling himself and no chance for the mid-off fielder to stop that. Should have tried better, but the soccer skills were not helping him. But again, I'm going to speak about this. Bowl over the wicket, there is a lot more opportunities for you, Mr. Harish. If I'm the skipper, I would tell him to bowl over the wicket. That's where this regular left arm seamer's angle will block the right-handed batters to do well. And it will provide a lot more opportunities for them too. Bowls over the wicket. But that's much better stroke making from Muttarasu, as this boy is having a different answer to all these weapons. One bounce boundary and even much better than the previous boundary. Back-to-back boundaries it is. Imagine a key bowler who's bowling splendid Yorkers and picked up the wicket of the first ball, and this boy is treating him left and right. Much better one. With full of confidence comes out Muttarasu. But again, the biggest strength of bowlers is, though you could get punished, you will be having another 5 balls to come back. In Harish's case, he's having 4 more balls to come back. Picking up Muttarasu will change the context of the game. Now short third man is pushed, and long off being placed at the deep. Both long off and long on at the deep. Gully in position. Another attempted Yorker that is not helping them out. Playing sensible cricket here, Muttarasu. Not getting carried away with the boundary he scored. He was having this desperation to play well for the team. Not just with the strike rate, not just with the immediate impact, but just with the longer innings. It's not just about scoring a couple of boundaries and losing your way in the middle. It's about scoring a couple of boundaries and then going for singles. Again shifting up the gears, again going for singles. Playing defensive with the key bowler, attacking the secondary bowlers. Doing all these together throughout the innings and finishing things off. That's something called as longer innings. Continues up to bowl Harish. Oh, much better one, much better one. This is the go-to option for him. Still 2 more chances for Harish to get another one on the wicket column, and he is having that potential for sure. Slips in position as MS Shiva slightly getting behind. You can expect a bouncer or a back of length delivery outside the off stump. Third man is pushed behind to the boundary ropes. Possibilities are there to invite the batter for the cut shot. And the dot ball over there with 1 to complete this over. Dot ball to end the over. That's 19 for 1.
Strong shouts over there. Continues out to bat Muttarasu as Sai continues to bowl, having closer keeper behind the stumps. It's still the same. If MS Shiva is standing far from the stumps, we could see a lot more magical performance from Muttarasu. Moving left and right, front and back. He's a busy cricketer, but what happens is this makes him to stand stagnant on the pitch, making sure he is landing himself within the crease. That's high in the air as it landed in the no man's area. 2 is the call from Muttarasu as he's running back for the second run. This is relieving the pressure completely. Though they got the wicket at the first ball, they were in full energy as it's now draining out with one batter splashing all their expectations away. And that's the biggest speciality of a team, having multiple batters with good potential. There are still good batters to come out for. Smart cricket all round from Muttarasu. After attacking the ball straight away, going with a defensive push to rotate the strike. On to the path, strong shouts. I think they should have shouted much better. It seems like it's getting closer. It's a completely blindfolded stroke making from Peter Surendra. High in the air, and nobody could stop that going for boundary. This time it's Peter Surendra gets his first boundary to complete the over. That's 26 for 1. As that turns out to be a full on delivery from Sai. That's taken in good control as mid-off was standing a little bit wider. That's more than enough for him to score that boundary. $26 for 1. High in the air, long off and long on in position, but they'll be only watching that going for boundary. They have started dealing in boundaries. 30 runs partnership comes in no time, with majority being dominated by Muttarasu. Change of bowling here, but things are not working out as of their expectation, despite the first ball being a wicket taking delivery. Squeezes through the covers, much better timing as it could eventually roll down and reach out the boundary ropes. Exceptional stroke making from Muttarasu. That turns out to be back-to-back boundaries, inviting the bowler with bang-on boundaries will be tough for the bowlers to handle, but one ball could change the story of a bowler. That's the biggest strength you have. You can do many mistakes, but all you can do is bowling one good delivery that could change all your fate. It is exactly opposite to the batters. One mistake and your story for the day is gone. Seems like they've been reaching out in a hurry-burry approach, trying to maximize the power play to get as much as run in the power play. This is how they batted against Kobe Thunders as well. Scored 60 runs in the power play and then eventually slows down the process, yet reached out the target easily. A similar kind of target today. Swing and a miss, couldn't get the connection that he's looking for. As things were getting quite closer. High in the air, catch was the call. But that hits the boundary wall. Though there are two close fielders around, they couldn't reach the landing area. It was that quick of a stroke making from Muttarasu. Look at that. The moment he hit the ball, long on is chasing, long off is chasing. But the reaction time is very low. It goes quick to the boundary ropes. Slicing it behind. And miscommunication. Yet doesn't fetch anything for them. Leads up to just a single. 41 for 1. Change of bowling. Raghava, the new bowler, to finish the power play. Into his 30s now, Muttaris. That's quick fire knock from him. Will be quite satisfied. But in my point of view, Muttaris will have to bat for another 5 to 10 overs so that he could stand still to finish the game, or eventually getting closer to the target line. And the rest of the batters should also not to slow down the process. They should also go for boundaries like Muttaris did. That's how you have to chase the low targets. Don't give chance for the bowling side. Big shot, catch was the call. And that's put down. Is it a catch drop or the match drop? Disappointed Raghava, disappointed fielder. First ball of Raghava. Should have been a wicket. Look at that. That is very unfortunate. It's an easy sit-up being dropped. This used to happen in a game of cricket. Sometimes the ball won't land into your hands, even for the good fielder. Slicing it behind. Smart cricket all round. This is what I was telling about. When you are chasing a low target, imagine it's not for 20 overs, it's for 15 overs. You shouldn't cross the 15th over. You shouldn't give more balls for the bowlers to get wickets. Reduce the match duration. Point number 2, all you have to have is one solid batter and one hitter. As of now, Muttaris is playing quick-fire knocks and Peter Surendra is playing solid cricket. This format should always be there. If Muttaris loses his wicket, the next batter should carry on what Muttaris did. If Peter Surendra loses his wicket, the next batter should carry on what Peter Surendra did. The run rate should never go down. Low targets will always make you think a bit relaxed, but that's why you lose the game. Don't stay relaxed when you're chasing low targets. Be as quick as possible. That's the best way to reach out the target. And on the other hand, Raghava is one of the pick of the bowlers. He's one of the top wicket takers for Trichy. He have the wicket taking nag in this tournament that allows him to do well. So taking much of risk against Raghava will also be a big issue. You must take calculated risk against such bowlers, as he's very good at picking up wickets. Catch is the call as it fell short of the fielder. 2 is the call from Peter Surendra. Will just be a single with one more to finish things off. So far 5 runs coming off this over, as this is the last over of power play, last ball of power play. Will Muttaris finish things off in style to complete the power play? We're gonna wait and watch. Picks the gap as Harish chases down the ball, as this outfield suits the batter as well. Yet they get couple of runs for that. 48 for 1 after 6. 48 for 1. Vignesh C is the leading run scorer of the tournament so far. And he is with the ball. He is also among one of the leading wicket takers. All-round performer in this tournament, Vignesh C. Strong shouts. You can't convince the umpire unless the decision convinces the umpire. Quite good under control. As it flies away. Been an exceptional performer, Vignesh C, so far in this tournament. It's a good tournament for him to remember for so many reasons. He was the highest individual scored batter. He was the leading run scorer so far, 106 runs in the league phases, excluding this qualifier one. If we include qualifier one, today he scored some 30, so it will be 130 odd from him. And he has the highest individual score, as we told, 71. Pushing it over there. Second highest boundaries in the tournament, Vignesh C. So many numbers to feel privileged on what he's done so far. And even with the wicket column, he's at the 4th position, 4th highest wicket taker. If he gets 3 wickets today, he'll be the joint highest wicket taker with Raghava, who is the leading wicket taker of the tournament. But way more than that, all that matters to them would be winning this game rather than focusing on highest wicket taker or the highest run scorer. High in the air, longer boundaries today that side. Yesterday it was shorter boundaries. The pitch number 1 was used. Today we're using pitch number 4. 7 gets completed, 52 for 1. For 1 it is. With Raghava continues to bowl, the leading wicket taker of the tournament. 8 wickets in 3 games. Strong shouts as it goes past the batter. Hits on the pads of the batter, will be given leg byes if I'm not wrong. Seems it hits the bat, it seems. We have animated MS Shiva and rest of the side of Trichy, as this game is slightly going out of the control. 62 more required of just 77 balls. Good work behind the stumps from Sheikh. He's one of the experienced campaigner at those positions. Among these 3 days, we've seen spectacular visuals, with the team losing all their wickets to 56, with the team defending a total of 139. So many magic, especially with the way how Kanchipuram have rised from the performance that they give in the first game. It also became a trio in this game, as all the 3 teams have played 3 matches, winning 2 and losing 1 game. Irony is that Ariyallur have beaten up Trichy and lost to Kanchi. Kanchi have beaten up Ariyallur and lost to Trichy. Trichy have beaten up Kanchi and lost to Ariyallur. So one after the other, they beat one and losing to other. It's mix of 3. As that gets quite good under control. Muttarasu 40 of 27 will be really happy with this performance. Moving out to good numbers, 10 just required for his half century. And after the power play, they started playing some calm and composed cricket. But this is good shot. The timing seems to be perfect as it rolls, and eventually reaches out the boundary ropes. Exceptional performance. The moment we spoke about his performance, he gets another boundary. Just taking back a look at that shot onto the stumps, which is more than enough for him to flick it away at the deep mid-wicket region. Harish, one of the finest fielders of the side, tried it as it eventually reaches out the boundary ropes. Good stroke making. 6 for his half century. This mindset never stops, expecting the batter's individual performances. Another one high in the air, catches the call. This time no mistakes done by the fielder. Finally the breakthrough is here, and Raghava is fetching out the breakthrough for the side. As this knock from Muttarasu finally coming to an end. 44 of 29. Kudos to the batter as he stood for the side right from the beginning of this innings. After Sunmaker lost his wicket, 8 gets completed, 58 for 2. This was that wicket as Muttarasu tried to go over the long off fielder, but this is a huge ground. Found the long off fielder. No mistakes done. As that's 58 for 2. $58 for 2. Catches the call. Soft dismissals as that is taken. Back-to-back wickets is here. Look at the celebration. Smiles on everyone's face. Fighting hard. And gets a breakthrough is here. Good one from Vignesh C. Gets his 6th wicket in the tournament. Extra flighted delivery, which is more than enough to dismiss the batter. Peter Surendra, the batter, being dismissed and walks back to the pavilion. It's 58 for 3 now. New batter Arun Kumar. Two newbies into the crease. Continues the ball. Vignesh high in the air. A fielder walks forward. Oh, that's dropped. Not an easy one, but it should be taken at this level of cricket. It would have changed the context of the game completely. Quite unfortunate that Raghava, though he have landed in the area perfectly. Going on with a couple of dot balls. These were precious wicket. You shouldn't leave these catches, as that's been pierced onto the gaps. 2 is the call. We'll be satisfied with a single. It's still a touch and go situation for both the sides. Looks a bit advantage here for Grand Galaxy, but still those back-to-back wickets, wicket of the previous over and wicket of this over, have brought in a fresh hope to Trichy Rockfort Riders. The winners can take risk for today so that they could play freshly tomorrow, but whereas losing side should play one more game today, which is Qualifier 2. As that seems to be quite good under control. With one more to complete this over. Shoveling up the ball, Sendil, the skipper of the side, who is not standing behind the stumps today, as MS Shiva is already there. Oh, that hits the stumps. That's clean ball from Vignesh. Gets another one. Surprised to see that, Kishore. Look at that. A wicket number 2 to Vignesh. And that turns out to be wicket number 4 of this entire game. 62 for 4 it is. Taking back a look at that. It's clearly hitting out the stumps. New batter into the crease. Vivek, the new batter, done his job with the ball. Now to carry on with the bat. There are a few other batters waiting at the dugout too. But this is changing the context of the game completely. That's the beauty of defending a total. At any point of time, the game could change when chasing. That we've seen in T20 World Cup Final 2024. 2 greatest T20 batters out there, but couldn't score 30 runs in 30 balls. That's the irony. While chasing big targets in big stages, one good over with a couple of wickets changes the complete context of the game. It was 60 odd for 1 wicket when Raghava was bowling. It's now 63 for 4. He completed with a wicket, and then Vignesh picked up 2 wickets. Now Raghava should compensate for the dropped catch. Though the batter was gone, he should get another 1 wicket to get closer to the winning margin. Adjusting the fielders according to that. MS Shiva is also accompanying to Sendil Kumar. in terms of shuffling up the fielders. Oh, that seems like dropped opportunity as the hands were going on top. Smiling face on Raghava is a pure entertainer on the dressing room. Always had a smile on the face even while traveling to the room in bus. He'll be vibing with the boys. He's one of those entertaining characters in the dressing room for Trichy. And he's always have that never give up attitude as well, but full of positivity coming into play. Shrouds, but couldn't convince the umpire. But a couple of dot balls that might push the batter under pressure. Vivek is looking for ways to rotate the strike. Much better one with bottom hand domination. Leads the batters to be under pressure. As that turns out to be the end of this over. Continues to bowl Vignesh. Trying to pull it away, Vivek. This is the most crucial phase of the game where both the sides were having equal hold on the driver's seat. Who's gonna sit on this to drive it to the victory? Sometimes the individual could do that, especially with the batting. Any one individual will get a good form today. They could eventually turn the game towards a side that's in the air. Will never be a catch opportunity. It turns out to be just a single. Oh, beautiful shot. Typical cricketer he is. With the way how he used to play.
unexpected தான் நான் பார்த்தேன் இப்போ வருது சரி சரி
Things were quite good under control. Just pushing things moving forward. Another one high in the air, catches the call. Good try from Vignesh, tried his best. But Vivek's approach seems to be something out of their control. He's trying to find the aerial route one after the other, which is not going to help them out. If another wicket falls, that's going to be an added pressure for them. Strong shouts.
என்னடா
And the on-field umpire is pretty confident on his decisions. MS Shiva is having that ability to call for that to get that wicket. Checking back a look at that. Can't get a conclusive result with this view. But yeah, that gets us to this end of the over. 68 for 4 it is. With one more to go. Single to end the over. 69 for 4. Swing and a miss. Chance of a run out as that gets pretty closer. This is going out to be touch and go from both the batters. Couldn't see much of smooth run flow so far. Ever since they lost their 4th wicket. The target is pretty closer right from here. They're 70 for 4. And all they require is a 40 odd. 45 of 53. Ball run could eventually reach them to the victory margin, but trying to attack will be much helpful for them, as you can't make the bowlers to bowl more deliveries. If you go ball run, you can make the bowlers bowl 45 balls. With 45 balls, they could eventually get wickets. Reduce the number. Let them bowl just 30 balls. Finish the game as soon as possible. Chance of a run out. That's pretty close. Good work from Sehwag over there. As every time Vivek is escaping from close calls of being a wicket.
Now no permission asking போட போறேன்.
Getting pretty closer over there as Raghava. 3 more to finish things off. No chance of going for single. Look at that aggression from Sehwag. That quick the running between the wickets are so fair. And that's why this dot ball matters them the most. When you bowl such dot balls again and again, the batter will also be pushed under pressure. Flicks it away to get some single, Kishore. As you could hear the train sounds nearby, that is a railway track which connects Trichy to the eastern regions of the district. Dot ball to end the over. Which is quite good under control. As both Vivek and Kishore were trying to normalize things from the pressure. It's pretty much important not to lose in the same rhythm. Especially this spell is turning out to be challenging, as Vignesh and Raghava both were top quality bowlers and they were among the leading wicket takers of the tournament. Raghava being at the first and Vignesh at the third. Turning out to be quite close under control, as it is going to be much pressure situation. Onto the back foot, pulls it away. Beautiful shot that is, as it eventually rolls over the boundary ropes. Welcome boundary again. Vivek gets his first better connection as the scoreboard moves to 77 for 4 and the expectation of Ariyalur is increasing again. Smart cricket all round as they were trying to play sensible cricket. Direct hit! That seems the batter landed safely. Close running between the wickets. These were the fielders are pretty quick with their approaches as both the sides were fighting hard to fetch the victory today. It seems like Trichy were 20 to 25 runs short with the kind of bowling that they're having. If those 20-25 runs would have been there, the game would be completely different by now. Continues up to bowl Vignesh, as this is his last over. High in the air, catch was the call, but no fielder at the position. 2 for 19 so far from Vignesh, with one more to complete his spell. Will that bring new opportunities out there? One final time at qualifier 1 from Vignesh. Can he bring any change in this game? Single to end the over, that's 80 for 4. getting closer to the target. All you need is ball run, but acting a pretty quick might get you into the driver's seat. Arielur are having a little bit of upper edge in this game. Back into the attack, Sai with the ball. Expecting a breakthrough here, replacing Raghava in a railway track in. So if the bowler bowls from the railway track and you could see that white color building. Swing and a miss, good work behind the stumps from MS Shiva. But they were playing pretty careful cricket because they know what needs to be done, as they've been chasing down a low target which could be achieved easily at any point of time. Two is the call from the batters. As the fielder chases down, will just be 2 runs. And they're running back for the third run in fact. Good running between the wickets from Kishore. That turns out to be 3 runs on the board, which eventually pushes more control over there. 83 for 4 it is. Turns out to be a dot ball. Which is few more to get things completed. Pulls it at the corner region. Which is 2 more to complete this over. This turns out to be quite a bit decent over, as everything seems to be perfect.
வாக்கி என்னடாச்சு? வாக்கியில் பேசுறது கேட்கலையா? வாக்கியில் ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் பண்ண உன்னோட இது
Miscommunication that turns out to be a smooth ending over that. No chance of that being a run out, as it gets a bit of control to keep things moving forward. Swing and a miss. Couldn't get the connection that he is looking for. The dot ball to end the over. That's 14 completed, 84 for 4. Back into the attack, Harish as a skipper going out with the go-to option, the prime bowler of the side, who have started bringing up all these hopes down in the first ball of the innings. Oh, that's solidity coming into play. Things have been kept under control. As it is turning out to be quite good under control. 84 for 4 it is. Harish must try to invade the stumps. He's very good at bowling those deliveries. The one that is attacking the stumps. Clean bowled! The moment we've been speaking about attacking the stumps, he straight away invaded the stumps to bring another one. Wicket number 2 for him, and a most crucial wicket. Kishore is walking back to the pavilion with that. 84 for 5. This was the delivery. Bowled on to the off stump line straight away. Kishore have played a blindfolded shot. He didn't watch the ball fully. That's quite unfortunate. 84 for 5 it is. Swing and a miss. Couldn't get much connection over there. Santosh Kumar, the skipper of the side, in at number 7. Just a few shots away, 1 or 2 boundaries here and there. They could eventually reach the winning margin. 30 more runs required to win. And Santosh Kumar is way capable of doing that. Rather than extending the game, it's better to finish things quickly. Oh, it's pretty closer. Almost closer to the stump. Santosh Kumar shows the body line that it is in swinging slightly. Once this over successfully gets completed, they'll be expecting 30 of 30, which will surely be a number pressure, mathematical pressure for Grand Galaxy Ariyalur, as they've lost most of their prime batters. It's about Vivek and Santosh Kumar right from here. Spectacular bowling from Harish throughout the tournament. Oh, lucky runs here for Santosh Kumar. Will be going over the boundary ropes. It was a full toss delivery, and it slices between the wicketkeeper and the short third man, which eases the pressure out. Gets into the action again. Santosh Kumar got off the mark with the boundary. This is even much better one. Chance for the second run for him. As he'll be running back for the second run. Quad go running between the wickets. Lets him to extract a bit of extra spin. As he got the opportunity to see the match ball, it had a strong threading at the stretch ball. The stretchings were very strong. The thread used for stretching, which allows the spinners to extract more spin. But at the same time, you must be pretty careful with your fingers. Especially while bowling in the new balls, you might get injured, as that is the sharpness of the thread. One to complete this over. As you could clearly see, Harish feels a bit desperate on picking up those wickets. Much better one. Soft hands in control from Santosh Kumar. And they're running back for the second run to complete the over. 94 for 5. .95 for 5 it is. Santosh Kumar on strike. Last 5 overs with just 20 runs required to win. That's high in the air. 2 is the call from Santosh Kumar, and they're running back for the second run. And there have been a few comments on YouTube and this game that viewers are commenting that this match is being featured on the betting platforms. Which is happening without our attention. We just got to know about this. This also gets 5 runs penalty over there after the 2 runs. That ensures the process to get pretty simple. As it turns out to be pretty good. Penalty 5 runs given for rolling up the balls down. In fact, that has done a few times in the first innings too. 10 runs extra was added to Trichy through that. So it's giving us a compensation in the second innings. Now just 13 more runs to win the game. As Arielur are closing towards the victory. Beautiful shot that turns out to be. As it fetches another one. Couple of runs on the board before finishing things off. Shevak, the new bowler, into the tag anyway. As he's trying to get things moving forward. 11 more to win the game. 2 shots away in terms of Santosh Kumar's mindset. He's capable of doing that. Leg side have been kept empty with few fielders within the circle. Much better delivery from Shevak. As that turns out to be dot ball to end the over. 1 not 4 for 5. Dharma, the new bowler, into the attack. Punches it through the point direction. 2 is the call. As they're satisfied with that single. Vivek have played a crucial role in this chase. He came in when the team was under pressure and built 2 important partnerships to stay calm and composed in this chase. Ten more on the cards, with Santosh Kumar trying to cover things as quick as possible. To get things done over there. These are final proceedings before finishing things off. This being Qualifier 1 of TNPCL. That gets into the hands of Arielur. It seems that's high in the air. As Santosh Kumar is walking, he knows that it is going for boundary. With just 4 runs to finish things off, Arielur are getting closer to the targets, marching towards that victory. Lost their key batter in the first ball of the innings. Last couple of wickets early in the power play, but still managed to bring the winning momentum to the side. Trichy have fought really well. but failed to grab that wicket in the most crucial phase of the game. Another one high in the air as the fielder chases down the ball. 2 is the call, and that's 2 runs. We'll be facing one more to finish things off. Santosh Kumar. 19 of 12 along with Vivek. Muttarasu was that one good batter who eventually changed the fate of the side, scoring 44 of 29 balls with 7 boundaries. That's where the game have completely changed. Big shot, and that turns out to be the winning shot as one bounce boundary finished things off for Galaxy Grand Ariyalur, and they are the first sides to enter into the final of TNPCL 2025 in style. 1-2 out of 3 games. Led the points table at the top of the table. Grand Galaxy Ariyalur are marching towards the finals in style. They'll be playing the finals tomorrow. Against whom is the big question. The next qualifier 2 will be played between Trichy and Kanjipuram. The winner of the game will be playing the finals against Ariyalur.
நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கு எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவா டி-ஷர்ட் ட்ராக் பேண்ட்ல மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ற ஒரு யூனிட் தாங்க இப்ப நம்ம வந்திருக்கோம். ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியருக்கான மேனுஃபேக்சர் தாங்க நம்ம யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர். இவங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களோட டீமுக்கான குரூப் ஜெர்சி, டீம் ஜெர்சி, கிரிக்கெட் ஒயிட், சப்ளிமேஷன் ஜெர்சின்னு எந்த ஆர்டர் நீங்க கொடுத்தாலும் சரி, இவங்களோட இன் யூனிட்ல இருக்க ஃபேப்ரிக் எடுத்து நீங்க கொடுக்குற கஸ்டமைஸ்டு டிசைன்ல உங்க டீம் நேம்ல, உங்க பிராண்ட் நேம்ல, இவங்களோட கார்மெண்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்க இவங்களோட பிரிண்டிங் டெக்னாலஜி மூலமா பிரிண்டிங் பண்ணி, கட்டிங் பண்ணி, ஸ்டிச்சிங் ஒர்க் எல்லாமே முடிச்சு அயனிங் பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு 2 to 3 டேஸ்ல டெலிவரியே கொடுத்துறாங்க. தமிழ்நாடு முழுக்க நீங்க எங்க இருந்தாலும் சரி, உங்களோட கான்டாக்ட் நம்பர் ஸ்கிரீன்ல கொடுத்துருக்கேன். உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணி உங்களோட டீமுக்கான ஜெர்சியை உடனே நீங்க ஆர்டர் பண்ணிக்கலாங்க. இவங்க நம்ம திருப்பூர்ல PN ரோட்ல கரெக்டா நெசவாளர் காலனில இந்த பெட்ரோல் பங்க்ல மெயின் ரோட்ல லெஃப்ட் திரும்பி அகைன் லெஃப்ட் திரும்பினோம்னா ரைட்ல லொகேட்டா இருக்கவங்க தாங்க இந்த யூனிக் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வியர் அண்ட் ஃபினிஷர்ஸ். நீங்க லோக்கல்ல இருக்கீங்க, நேர்ல வந்து ஆர்டர் கொடுக்கறனால ஆர்டர் கொடுத்துக்கலாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி அப்டேட்டுக்கு நம்ம திருப்பூர் பசங்க இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் பேஜ்க்கு ஒரு ஃபாலோ பட்டனை தட்டி விட்டுருங்க.